Hello everybody, I'm Doug. I'm the branch manager. Welcome to episode 14. We're about 20 minutes north of Victoria, BC on Vancouver Island. And we're also about 10 seconds away from the edge of Spectacle Lake. So it's Christmas, everyone. Everybody is celebrating. This is a time of year when families get together and whatnot, although this has been a challenging year. What I have here is what I would call a tree in its natural environment, a Douglas fir tree, young Douglas fir tree, which I would pick as a Christmas tree to take home. At this point in the world, it's very hard to do that now. So this tree, what I want to show you about this is the branches when I look at it, and if you were to cut it and take it home and put it into your living room, it would look nice, and then the decorations are on it. Now, the reason why this tree is like this is because of two main factors. One is that the soil is very poor. There's bedrock down in here, and we also have some competition. So two things. Soil is very poor. It's low site in forestry terms. Growth is slow. The competition over here, you can see a little fir in the background, another one behind it that's died, has created competition, taking up some of the nutrients that this tree would normally be able to get easily. So those two factors are the ones that this tree, in real terms, is stunted. The years of the tree are actually between the whorls of the branches from here to here. That is very, very small growth, but also what it does is it creates branches that are closer together. Kind of the opposite. People might think, well, I'll get a Christmas tree, I'll find a Christmas tree, and I'm sure I'll look for a good one, like a healthy one. But what you're really looking for is an unhealthy tree that's somewhat stunted, that has the branches closer together and forms what we normally see as a Christmas tree. For those of you who are avid branch manager fans, you may remember that in 2018 we went to the LANTZVILLE Christmas tree farm and did an episode there. So let's take a look back at our trip to the LANTZVILLE Christmas tree farm. Today we are at the LANTZVILLE Christmas tree farm with the owner, Brian Dempsey, beside me. He has been kind enough to let us come onto his property, a very lovely location near the town of LANTZVILLE, which is small, just north of Nanaimo, BC. I want to learn some stuff about the Christmas tree farms myself. So, Brian, what's the area of your farm at this point?
The property's 4.93 acres, and I've got probably about 3 acres planted. A couple of thousand trees in the ground at any time.
How many trees do you sell every year?
About 160 trees.
160 trees.
Yeah.
And can I ask you what your rate is?
$30.
$30,
yeah,
okay.
Flat rate regardless of size. I don't specify by size or species.
We understand it with Christmas trees that it takes somewhere between 6 and 8 years to grow them to the heights you want them. What happens the first 5 years? Are you running a deficit? Is it
No. I've just I've been growing long enough. I just keep interplanting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you use a succession planting?
Yeah. I've been doing it selling for 25 years. So
okay.
Yeah, I planted 30 years ago.
Okay. So when you started with little seedlings?
It was just cleared land, totally cleared.
Land. Okay.
Yeah. This is just for fun. Yeah, this is my living.
I find it fun too because I love silviculture or growing trees. What do you do from the time the tree's small till it reaches a 5 or 6 year up to 8 years or whatever the maximum age is. What do you do with that tree to help cultivate it to make it look more like a Christmas tree?
You got to wait till they get about 4 feet tall. Things like keeping the bottom trimmed, like to make a handle.
Okay.
And if there's multi-tops, you got to deal with them. And if there's no good top, you actually cut the top of the tree off and bend a branch up. And once they get to about 4 or 5 feet, then I start using a knife to trim them. The biggest problem I had was rabbits.
Rabbits, okay.
They came in and they clear cut my 200 trees I planted. And I had to go and buy these tree guards to put them around the tree.
The cones, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite often it's deer, but deer love cedar seedlings more because they got nice juicy tops, I guess.
But the deer browse, they don't stay in one spot. You'll notice that they keep walking the whole time they're eating.
Right.
But they do, if you walk around my field, you'll see some that when they've got the velvet on their horns, they take the velvet off and destroy a tree.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, literally, like they take everything off the tree.
There we go. Hey, look at that! Up there! Yeah. Oh, no, but I can tell it's with right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to remember their names now.
I get nice families to come here to get a Christmas tree. My statement is, nobody comes to cut a Christmas tree in a rotten mood.
Good. Okay, now Brian, since we're here on a Christmas tree farm, the whole spirit of Christmas is a big thing here. What gives you that thrill or excitement that makes you feel good about doing what you're doing here?
Well, I meet a lot of nice people, and I meet a lot of families. I have one family that's been coming here since they were a boy. It was about 10. He told me yesterday he was 34. So he's been coming here his whole life. Now they come, Grandma and Grandpa, the 2 boys, and the oldest boy's 2 kids, and they get 1 tree. It takes them 3 vehicles to get here, but they want the 1 tree, and it's a family tradition for them, and it's my tradition too. I get a lot of repeat business, and the other thing is now, Google. People Google for a Christmas tree, and they find me. And
the smell of a fresh Christmas tree is unbelievable. And I'll just say one thing, and I go back to my youth, and I'm sure Brian can relate to this too. When I grew up in Chilliwack, we always had trees. In those days, you could go out and get your own tree without, having, nowadays you have to get it through a tree farm or get an artificial tree. But when we got our tree, we brought it in. It was a big hunt. It was like a huge thing. Put it in the house, and it was big too. We got up on Christmas Day. We could smell that beautiful smell of fir.
Yeah.
It's fir, or pine is another one that has probably even stronger smell.
Yeah.
So
balsam's got a nice smell.
And balsam.
Yeah. Yeah. This is William, my grandson. He's just over 2. He'll be the owner operator here one day, I hope.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Do you see that?
What's it doing?
Yeah, there's trees.
Well, thank you very much for all of that, Brian, and thank you for having us on your site. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem.
We'll be on our next viewing. And partner, thank you. You're going to be the next one to. What are you figuring? A couple of years, maybe you'll be doing this. Good man. I like you too.
You say you want a sign. You say you want a sign from
A quaint little Christmas tree farm. It's something a lot of people don't know about. When I was with the Ministry of Forest, I was an enforcement officer, and the only thing I knew about Christmas tree farms was that the farms would have to report how many trees they cut and remove from their farm. It's private property, so I would just get tree receipts. That's how we kept track of it, to make sure everybody is kept honest. And these people are very good, they're very honest, they're family people, as you can see. The expanse and the magnitude of Christmas tree farms could be related to in this way. $45 million worth of Christmas trees are taken off in Canada, mostly from these types of farms. $45 million exported every year from this country. That's all of Canada. So approximately 2 to 3 million trees are exported. And BC alone, if we want specifically to get to the province of BC, there are approximately 450 tree growers. Now, most of those are Christmas tree farms like this. or other farms that are generally on private land. So the land is it's not government land. It's not intruding on anybody's on crown land. It doesn't take up any land on reserves, on parks. It's good for the ecosystem. It's good for the environment. People come here. Well, it's like a candy store. You look and see, well, I think I like that one, or I like that one. And they come out of here, they have their tree, they're happy, take it home, and Christmas has started. And everybody is in the Christmas mood. I hope you enjoyed that walk down memory lane. And I wish all of you very happy holidays. This is the branch manager signing off, reminding you to keep it real and keep it green.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
3, 2, 1.
For those of you who are avid, whoops, I'm falling over my fucking thing.
Good blooper there.
Yeah.